Good girl. I know it. Sit. Lord. Good Lord. Come on in. You learned what? Don't take your phone back when you have your phone taken away, because then it gets to be even longer. Give me a hug, I gotta go. So everybody going to the rally saw this huge graffitied silo of Dump Trump is what it said. It's coming up here. See that part that's painted new, just the top part?
Yeah.
So here's this big grain elevator, and those cement columns are silos. So they used to have this great art installation on them, and they were just tarps that hung down on those silos. Well, they took those off, and so it was just sitting there. And one day for the Trump rally, the day before, somebody climbed all the way up there, and across the top where it's been painted over, they wrote Dump Trump up there. And so they had to go back up and paint it, but not in time before the rally. So everybody coming in to go to the rally downtown saw this Dump Trump. It was hilarious. So I just got a message, and I am so excited because we have an office baby. Like, seriously, the cutest baby ever. A lot of you guys know Sarah, my chief of staff. Sarah started with me. She's 21 years old. So all of you people who hate millennials and think they're ruining the workplace, she proves you wrong. She's amazing. And we just found out on January 2nd, we're going to have what we call the office baby, or TOBY, Toby for short. Congratulations, Sarah. So far it looks good. It's the size of a pecan. So I'm pretty excited. Heading into the Delta Club to get some free food. They have healthy, good stuff. I just gotta find my number here. Pretty excited. This is the proposal for reality-based results, book number 3. I'm working with Maren Shokir. She's an amazing writer. She's gonna help me co-write. And we've almost got this proposal perfect, which means that Giles, my agent, is going to be taking it to the book publisher and pitching it. And right now the title is Reality-Based Results, How Leaders Can Eliminate Emotional Waste, Eradicate Entitlement, and Create True Accountability. And it's going to be great. So in about a year, you guys are going to be reading my 3rd book, and you're going to be watching us get it all sold over these blogs. So it's going to be pretty fun. That's what I'm working on. Very excited. Heading to Middlesex Hospital. We're going to do the Shaw Symposium. The Shaw family, very dedicated to the hospital. They left a legacy of management training, which is such a cool thing to leave money for, because most healthcare workers get trained in delivering care. They get promoted to management and don't really have the skills they need. And so the hospital loses twice. We lose a great nurse or a great doctor or a lab tech, and then we also have an unskilled manager. So I get to go back and work with healthcare leaders today, which is one of my favorite audiences. I started in healthcare, and to be able to impact people that are going to be ditching the drama and caring for people in times they need it the most, I couldn't think of any better way to spend a Friday. Plus, once you travel with me a lot like I do, it's not that every town's the same. It's just that you just get in the groove, where you wake up, you get it done, you're in the present moment, and you leave it behind. And I don't know, it's a peaceful way to live. for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Wonderful to meet
No,
you.
I was feeling sorry for you last year.
Thank you for the compassion. We're glad to come back and have a second chance.
They
Second
always
chances are
rise
good.
above, and you
Exactly.
too. So,
Perfect.
What do you do with the employee that is just constantly negative? And I know misery loves company, but I feel like all it takes is one bad apple to bring down your whole team. How do you deal with that employee? What's the best?
First thing I would say, there's a couple of approaches you do simultaneously. So before we get to the employee, I want to get to your math, the math you're doing about this employee. We say often, they're really, hard to deal with, unfit for human consumption, but great at their job. Okay, I want you to define great differently. Okay? Because there's really three pieces in an equation. I brought this just in case this came up. You're adding value, and our payers pay for value, and our people choose us on value. The value of your work is your current performance. Are you consistently delivering what the organization needs? Plus your future potential. Are you ready for what's next? Will you be delivering far into the future because you're growing and developing and staying relevant? Minus your emotional expensiveness. What's your drama quotient? What's your freak out factor? And emotional expensiveness is your accountability level, your ability to deal with change, your being able to say yes positively and align to where the organization's going. Now, here in our research, what's crazy about that is emotional expensiveness is 3 times the factor when you do the regression analysis than someone's performance. Here's what we do in healthcare is we do 3 times performance and we justify emotional expensiveness. The patient experience and patient outcomes would tell us that as long as performance is average, it's the emotional expensiveness we need to deal with. So for the most part, when I go in and you tell me this woman drives me nuts or this guy is crazy and disrupts the whole team, and I look at their performance reviews and they've met expectations. You've been lying to them for years. And then you go, HR won't let us fire anybody. I go, well, you're welcome, because you'd be sued. But I can help you clean the stuff up, right? So number one, we've got to do better math on people. You guys are emotionally blackmailed because you've come to believe that there's a shortage. And on the macro, there might be a shortage. But on the micro, it's not your business. The real shortage on the micro is great places to work for high accountables. Wrapped up a great session with Middlesex Hospital and Medical Center. Amazing folks, really under the gun with some budget constraints, but we were laughing, they learned a ton, they had great questions. I love this job.